Okay, I'm back again with my experience with the jinn in London, part 3. As you know from part 1 and part 2, I haven't yet received my solution yet, but I'm going to tell you what happens. I was going through a bad time. I said to you I'll show you the knife, yeah, which I intended to kill myself with. This is the knife here, yeah, a stainless steel one press piece of metal, yeah. This would take me out the equation easily, and this knife became my friend because of the jinns talking in my mind. I meant to use this on several occasions. Right, the only reason I did not use this is because of my friend Yusuf. He said to me, just hold on. I had a few more strange things going on. One of them was I normally use a car park to park my car, you know, and I have a key to open it. Well, one day I put this key in there and it broke just like a biscuit or a piece of plastic. I couldn't believe it. This is a solid key. And I had someone with me who witnessed this as well, and they couldn't believe it. They was a bit fearful because of what they saw. They just could not believe that it just broke just like that. But anyway, we're drawing to a situation now where Yusuf is saying to me, the solution is getting nearer. That's all he would say. So I'm still going through my madness as usual. But anyway, within a week or two, right, solution arrived. I'm not going to name the person right now, but anyway, they came to my place and they met me. I told them about my situation, and they said they could help me straight away within a week. But I had booked a flight to go to Scotland, to go to Edinburgh, onto a place called Lochgelly, to see a Roman Catholic guy up there who said to me he had the cure. Right, so anyway, I was told not to take that flight. I was told to stay and get myself sorted out. I ignored. I took the flight, I went to Scotland. Right, once in Scotland, I arrived at my friend's abode, and he said to me everything will be all right. He would take me to see some monks who lived in a monastery out in the middle of nowhere. So I was quite happy to go along with this, but still at the same time, I'm still going through the actual motions of the burning and everything. This guy was a heavy Roman Catholic, so what he was recommending to me, he said that would be it. So we set off to go to this monastery. This was a trip from Edinburgh to Glasgow and further north. Yeah, I'm not going to name it where. But once we got there, we had to meet one particular monk. This guy had years of experience of dealing with this certain kind of thing. I think my friend put it to me like a poltergeist activity. So anyway, I saw the guy, the monk. We sat down, table in between. He sat on that side, I sat on this side. I told him my situation. He said a few words from the Bible. He prayed on me. And he said to me, what do you think about medication? I said to him, I was dead against it. And he said to me, listen, you can take some for a little while, then you'll be all right, and then you can start praying again and all that. And that's it. That was it. I was very, very disappointed. I was even bitter at that. I thought, I've got to go through all of this. I've got a few more days to stay in Scotland. But, I left Scotland, I came back to London. I was even more confused. I started looking for this again, yeah? I know I'm showing you, but I started looking for this again. I just felt like, nothing's going to work. You feel really, really low. And I'm depressed as well, because that happens, and then you got the voices talking to you. I'm not sleeping right, I'm not eating right. I can't hold down any kind of proper conversation with anyone except Yusuf, because he had what I would think Could be the last chance now of getting help. And I turned him down, so I felt even worse. I should have listened to him and not took the trip. But anyway, I met up with him again, and this time I was kind of like very humble, very, very humble. I told him my situation and everything, and just like Yusuf, he just, okay. And he said to me, sit on the floor. So I sat on the floor, and he just started like, put his hand on me and started praying. I was just so relaxed. But then suddenly, because I suffer from asthma, I went into an asthma attack just like that. I mean, really, really badly. I feel like saying to this guy, get your hands off me, right? I'm suffocating, I can't breathe, right? It felt like someone had their hand around my throat. It was really bad. I wanted my pump, right? And I'm there like, I'm like that, I can't breathe. And he's saying to me, it's okay. I thought, no, this guy's gonna kill me. That's what I thought. And just praying as normal, right? My whole chest has been locked up now. Everything is locking up. My oxygen supply is cutting off. I'm in panic street now, panic street. I'm asthmatic. I know what it's like not to breathe, right? I don't know what to do. And then I got this guy saying to me, just relax. Then suddenly, I'm not gonna tell you what it did, but half of my chest cleared. I could breathe through one half, but not the other half. The asthma was still on the other half, yeah? But I could breathe. And I know that wasn't normal. Asthma does not work like that. And I remember he said to me, this might not be a medical condition, it might be spiritual. So because I could breathe now, I could get oxygen, right? It was a bit of a relief, yeah? But I'm a skeptic, I'm skeptical. So he continued praying. And then I felt the other side just kind of like melt away. So now I've got full breathing capacity. He's just praying on me, he's just praying. Nothing strange about that. But then, movements in my body. I can feel internal movements. He's praying, but does he know what I'm feeling? Does he know what I'm feeling? All over my top half of my body, something's going like from diagonally left, up, down, right, all over the place. It gets to my hip. I can feel something in my hip. You know, I've alerted him to this, that's so cool. Let's keep on praying, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, what's happening to me? You know, the body's jumping up and down. I got no control of my internal body, yeah. Something is going down my legs now. They're going down my legs, going down my thigh, going down to my knees. And he stops. And he says to me, put my sandals on. It's only a pair of simple flip-flops. I put it on, and whatever is running down my thighs now to my knees gets like halfway down my shin and stops. Whatever it is, it stops. And now I feel like it's coming back up. Yeah? Remember, I'm not in shock. I just don't know what is happening inside of me. So, the prayers continue. When the prayers stop, I take off the sandals, everything, I sit back there, and I feel a bit relieved. I mean, really, really like relief. I don't know what to really think. You know, is this really my saviour? That's what I'm thinking. Is this true? Can everything that Yusuf said this guy do? Can he really do this? Well, anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase with you. The night I went to sleep, I didn't really go to sleep the right way. I went in my old position. The morning I woke up, nothing. Nothing at all. No putting on a skewer, no roasting, nothing. This happened up to 12 o'clock, then nothing after that. Look, I'll be honest with you, right? It was like I was reborn or something like that. It was like a new kind of like euphoria in me. When I say that, I mean like I just could not believe that this was not happening anymore. So I kept my mouth quiet. I didn't tell anyone. I wanted to get through 24 hours. 24 hours, got through it. Same thing, nothing. Then what happened is I started to build confidence. Confidence, yeah? But at the same time, I would report back and let him know how I was feeling. My feelings, how my head felt, everything. It felt strange at first, because now the solution had become a reality. And this has been going on for what? I could say 15 months solid. It was going on before that, but it really took hold when I told you about the bird being placed at the front door. This is when it really took grip. But the solution now was an eye-opener. A lot of things started to change for me, but I can only tell you so much because of the time that we've got. We're on a time restraint here. So, me as a person now, yeah, remember I've got no burning, no being put on the scale. We talked about that, yeah. The confusion in the head now started to clear. What was grey started to become clear now, yeah. My confidence was coming back, but I also had a lot of flashbacks. When I mean flashbacks, I mean I'd be going about my normal chores and I'll flashback thinking about my knife, suicide, all these things that was happening to me that I spoke about in part 1 and part 2, they would come back as flashbacks to me. People at work after 1 week said to me they started to notice a difference. And that was, to me, that was like the thumbs up. I started to get back the use of my vocabulary. I started to be able to talk to people again and gain their confidence and, started to see things that I couldn't see before. Look, my personal hygiene had gone right down. Yeah, that's one thing I sorted out. Where I was living was a mess. It was upside down. Yeah, my bedroom, you don't even want to know what that was like. I had a mountain of clothes on the bed. I just push them aside and just lie down and sleep. That's what it was like. Some of the clothes were dirty clothes to sleep there. It stunk, the whole lot. So this was how the life was, right? But with the solution now, things started to just clear up. And one of the things I stopped doing, and I have to tell you this, right? I just stopped going to church completely. Just stopped completely. And it seemed to be like a massive weight lifted off me. Now, I know that the jinn was deep inside me. I did not know what was going on all the time. It's like I was in a cocoon. I was lost. I was just given up for as a psychopath, madman or whatever, yeah. But then after this healing, yeah, then I started to think about it in my head. I thought about the things that had gone wrong and all the negativity. I started to feel like a completely different person. I told you in number 1 that I had a bike stolen. After the healing had begun, I was presented with another one. I think the people that I bought it from must have felt sorry for me and they said to me, look, we can help you out, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I got another one. At work, they started to notice that, I think they noticed that I was back to my normal self. They was trusting me to do things that they wouldn't trust me to do before. People that started to come to me again, that was being repelled from me before, were coming to me. So, the therapy was simple. As I said to you, prayer, obviously with my Saviour, talking to him every night, yeah, and him delegating to me certain things. Look, the numbers here, right, and the emails here, right, you know what to do, right, contact, right, contact. And let me tell you, this is from personal experience, right, from being how I was to now, right, it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me, because now I can see a future. For 15 months, right, I didn't know if I was going to live or die. That's the truth. I didn't know. From day to day, I was like floating, you know, floating. I had no kind of plan that I could keep to. My debts are gone now. I had debts up to here. I could not pay my water. I could not pay my phone bills. The jinn was controlling me. Everything was in ruin. Yeah? Now, I'm doing all of that now. My finances have started to come back, yeah? Because I'm getting my, as you can say, my marbles back, right? So, let me tell you something, right? If anyone out there, right, has any feeling, right, that they might be under spiritual attack, yeah? Phone the number underneath or send an email. I can't tell you how grateful and indebted I am to the solution. I can't stress it enough. You've been listening to these recordings, yeah, and it really works. Thank you everyone for listening, and this is my true story.